Hey guys, we're here today in quarantine. Like much of the world, we are watching the uncertainty of the pandemic through our screens. However, it is worth noting that despite the incredible challenges, there's still so much good emerging in the world. Communities internationally, some quite psychedelic, are coming together to take care of each other, to support each other during these incredibly trying times.
The coronavirus is impacting the lives of our community and of the world at large in dramatic ways.
As the coronavirus started ramping up, artists went from having already a somewhat trying circumstance, surviving and thriving in the Bay Area, to having absolutely no work and no livelihood.
Because people don't have safety nets, they don't have Social Security. And when they don't know where is the money coming from to pay their next month of rent or their next trip to the grocery store, people are scared.
The Bay Area has always been home to so many amazing art movements: hip-hop, Burning Man, psychedelic culture.
If you look at the traditional societies that have existed, there's always a patronage model for art. And I think that in order to support artists, we really need to have more patrons of the arts.
They are the creative backbone by which everything around us is able to flourish and our imaginations can thrive.
The safety net started when Leslie Fine sent me a message on Facebook and said, "Hey, we should do something to help artists."
The mission of the Safety Net Fund is simple: getting direct aid to artists as quickly as possible who have been deeply impacted by the coronavirus epidemic.
That essentially is a fiscally sponsored 501c3, which allows it to receive nonprofit donations that people can deduct from their taxes, and that corporations like Apple and Google will match with corporate matching.
In the 2 weeks since starting the fund, we've been able to raise $300,000. $100,000 of that has been in direct donations that has resulted in 200 artists receiving $500 grants.
Because of this money, I'll be able to afford this month's rent, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I really felt appreciated.
We've been working with a number of community organizers around the United States and hopefully soon abroad to replicate this model. It's actually fairly straightforward to get fiscal sponsorship for a new nonprofit entity. And so we'd love to teach people that process and to help them get started, because community cannot thrive without people choosing to make it thrive. And there's so many people in the Bay Area and so many people around the world who have luxury of not worrying about this corona crisis right now in the same way that people who are struggling at the fringes of society really do. And so it's important that people stop what they're doing, take a hard look in the mirror, and choose to double down on community.
United we stand and divided we fall. The Safety Net Fund is just one awesome example of how the community has come together to support each other during the quarantine. If you know of any others, we'd love to hear them. This is Mareesa Stertz coming to you from Lucid News.